this is Katrina Brink with The Empowered Kitchen, and today I want to talk about healthy fats and how to incorporate them into your diet and why they're important. So I show people how to cook really well for themselves, how to meal prep so you can cook one day a week and not have the stress of not knowing what's for dinner when you come home from work, or what to take with you for lunches during your work week. So I like to take the mystery out of the kitchen and put the fun back in it and make it really stress-free and fun for everyone. So what I want to teach you about fats is kind of what some of the health benefits and drawbacks of different kinds of fats are. So, the kinds of fats that you really want to incorporate into your diet as much as possible are unsaturated fats. So there are some unsaturated fats such as that come from nuts and seeds, oils such as like safflower oil, olive oil, and also from a lot of fatty fish. So there are omega-3s and omega-6s. These are essential fatty acids, which means that your body doesn't make them, so you need to get them from food. Some kinds of fats that you want to minimize in your diet are saturated fats. So those are fats that are solid at room temperature. They can be in meats or vegetables, and in some of the meat sources, especially things like red meats are higher in saturated fats. If you can swap out some of those red meats for things like fatty fish or nuts, then those have less saturated fat. They have a little bit, but less, so that helps reduce your kind of saturated fats. And you can also minimize things like coconut oil and butter. I still use those things and I really enjoy them, so it's just about kind of not using that in every dish that you're making, but using them sometimes and mixing them up with different kinds of fats and oils and things. So you can also, let's see, good sources of fats that can help raise your good cholesterol are things like canola oil, olive oil in the raw form. You always want to consume your olive oil raw, like in a salad dressing or drizzled on soups or bread dipped in nice olive oil, something like that. That way you can also buy the nicer olive oil that might be a little more expensive, but you're not cooking with it. You're not as far as heating it, because that really minimizes and even kind of does away with a lot of the nutritional benefit of the olive oil. So always eat that raw. And other kinds of sources where you can get some fats that raise your good cholesterol are is peanut oil, all kinds of nuts and seeds, and avocados, and again those fish that I mentioned. So how can you incorporate fats into your diet every day? There's lots of ways. So I love to sprinkle nuts on top of oatmeal or on top of salads, or just as a snack. You can also sprinkle seeds, like roast some butternut squash seeds. When you roast a butternut squash, save those and you can make a really crunchy, nice snack. Flavor them with all kinds of different seasonings like chili powder or curry or rosemary and lemon, different kinds of flavorings. You can do garlic, and those can be great additions to sprinkle on top of salads, or just again as a little crunchy snack to enjoy. They're great on soups, all kinds of things. So seeds, nuts, put some avocado on top of a salad, or smear avocado instead of mayonnaise on a sandwich or a wrap or something like that. That's a nice alternative. So many different ways. Just sprinkling some olive oil, like drizzling it on top of soup. Things like that are great ways to incorporate this, because we really want healthy fat for good brain function. It's really important, and our heart health. So we want to make sure we're incorporating these fats. I know a lot of times people are afraid of incorporating any fat into their diet, but it's so important that we have some, so that our bodies function at maximum capacity, and we are sharp and on our game. So what I want to show you today is how to make a tahini sauce. It's like the simplest, like 5-ingredient sauce, so easy to make, and it's really great on top of roasted vegetables. Like if you make a roasted eggplant or roasted lamb, which is higher in the saturated fat, so that's something that you probably want to minimize, but as one of those kind of special treat kind of things that you make. Or you can dip fresh vegetables in them, raw vegetables. It's great as a dip. You can even use it as a salad dressing if you maybe thin it out a little bit. And great on falafel and pitas, all kinds of things. So what we're going to do is I will put this, I have 2/3 cup of water, and I'll put this recipe in in the group forum on that challenge page, so you guys have that as well. So I'm going to put this, I have a blender that I will scoot over here so you can see it. So you have a blender here, put the water in, and I have 2 cloves of garlic, so a really big one and a little one. You can kind of adjust it to how much garlic you like and your taste. But this is a great way to get some healthy fats in your diet because tahini sauce, or tahini I should say, is just ground sesame seeds. And those sesame seeds have a lot of the good fats in them. So we're going to do 2/3 cup of tahini. This is a really beautiful, super thin, nice tahini that I got at a Middle Eastern market here in Denver. So I'm going to dump this in here. Get all that good stuff out of the measuring cup. Because a lot of times there's so much that's left in there. You want to make sure you get all of it out of there. And about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to measure that in my hand. About a 1/2 teaspoon. You can also measure with a measuring spoon if you'd like. But I like to do things kind of like that. I always put the salt in my hand so I know how much is going in my food. And then I have a large lemon here, so I'm going to use the whole lemon. But you can also just use if you have a smaller lemon, you could do 1, you can do 1 1/2. It's really according to your taste. That's what cooking's all about. I want you to get used to the thought of adjusting things to your taste so you really like what you're making and enjoy it. Let me grab my squeezer, my citrus juicer. So I'll put this in here. And this will keep really well in your fridge at least for a week, maybe even a little longer than a week. So put that in there once, and then I'll flip this guy around to get the rest of the juice out. You know what, I think I'm just going to use, this is such a large lemon. Oops, it's squirted a little bit. So it's such a large lemon that I'm just going to use that 1/2. Should be plenty actually. So I put a little garlic in there already. I'm going to put the other garlic clove because I love garlic. And it's super good for you, especially this season when everyone's sick. It'll help ward off some of that sickness. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this. It'll be loud for just a minute. Okay, so I will taste now and see if I want to adjust any of the ingredients. Oh, it's so good. It's fabulous. So easy. You can also put a couple stems of parsley, like the stems with the leaves of parsley in here. You could even do cilantro, but parsley has a lot of antioxidants, so good cancer-fighting properties, and would make it green and give it a little bit more of a, I guess, I want to say not grassy, but earthy taste, or that kind of nice parsley herby taste. So you can, again, enjoy this sprinkled or drizzled on top of roasted veggies. It's great as a dip. So I hope you enjoy this. A good way to incorporate healthy fats into your diet. And if you're interested in learning more about meal prep and how to make it really easy and really delicious, you can find me at empoweredkitchen.com, and also on Instagram and Facebook under the Empowered Kitchen. And again, my name is Katrina Brink, and I do meal prep classes privately in people's homes or over online video. So we can do a live online video class from my kitchen to yours, and I can help make cooking really easy and fun for you so that you can share that love and connection in the kitchen with your loved ones, and also just really take good care of yourself. I also have an online coaching program that is 4 weeks, and I can provide some more information about that if you'd like as well. It's all online videos, so you can watch those at your convenience or participate live when I'm running that live. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that this empowered you to get into your kitchen and make something delicious today. So thank you. Take care.